Hi there, I'm Alex Belinsky. I'm the founder of Prepare to Serve, and I want to share some stories, some crazy stories, spiritual stories, funny stories, all from the London South Mission. So I hope you enjoy. Here we go. It's from Yasmina. We were knocking doors, and we had like a really bad feeling in that place. It felt like being in Silent Hill. Jamison. Had a crazy guy on the street look me in the eyes and ask me if I was willing to die for what I believed. Paul, got attacked by a big guy with a large screwdriver. Udam, people try to tear down your faith. Mark, me driving a Vauxhall Nova in Aldershot, reading zone on way to Vera Bishop's house, when Elder Ollie pulled up the handbrake on a corner and we did a power slide. Alan, we were surrounded by an unruly group of black youth, but before they harmed us, one of them recognized us and told the others that we were the elders and were to be left alone. Kirsty, we were teaching a man who started to speak in tongues. We asked what he was doing. He told us he had promised God when he wrote the Bible he would never read it, and he was praying to God to know what to do with us. He then, almost in a trance, while still speaking in tongues, went to the kitchen and opened the drawer. My companion and I had ran away before he came back out. There's a difference between just being scared and feeling a bad spirit there. We both felt that. It was terrifying. Of course, we laugh about it now. Laugh out loud. Doesn't sound like the right spirit to me. Travis. I had to avoid being mugged by some drunk guys once because my companion told them we had money by making sure they knew I could handle myself if it came down to it. Adam. I crashed a bike on a steep hill coming into St. Peter's Port on Guernsey, the Channel Island. My companion came back up the hill 10 minutes later looking for me. We were going much too fast and my leg swelled to double its normal size. No NHS or Guernsey either, and I couldn't walk for a week or so. Ouch. Carly, met a Satan-worshipping witch. Luckily, the spirit told me no when we were invited into her home. We later read in the area book that she had bad spirits in her home and to never enter it. That was from Carly. Musigwa. While serving in Winchester, we had a bicycle accident involving my companion while on our way back from a dinner appointment. He broke his nose and front teeth and was unconscious, ending up in emergency room at Winchester Hospital. He couldn't remember anything, not even my name for a few hours. It was pretty scary. Julie, when the elders drove us places. Yup, crazy and dangerous. Yasmina, we needed to carry a wheelchair on a London high street. Jamison, having a drunk guy start singing Hotel California to us. Paul, we kidnapped the sister's teddy bear and held it for a ransom of home-baked cookies. Udam, door knocking. Kirsty, one of my first GQs, gospel question, street contacting on my mission, I stopped a man asking if he would be interested in learning more about the gospel. Mid-sentence, I started freaking out because I thought he was Patrick Swayze. He assured me he wasn't, but I found it quite funny. I'm still not convinced, laugh out loud. Didn't think I would be starstruck by a celebrity, but I did freak out quite a bit. Quiet dignity out of the window. Wink. Travis, met a guy on Jersey who was convinced he lived in the Old West. Was talking about Billy the Kid and the OK Corral. He was wearing a duster and everything. He was entertaining. Adam, I had a family being baptized and the mother didn't hold onto the handrail as she got into the font. She slipped and landed on her back in the middle of the water. It was hilarious because she couldn't stop laughing even as the bishop prepared to baptize her. That was in the Catford ward. Carly, Africans. Africans have a good sense of humor. Musigwa. Chasing rabbits during our preparation day with my companion. My companion and I were taking a bicycle test ride down our street of residence after repair while I was wearing my pajamas and a neighbor called our landlady to report me. Also being arrested by police because we were knocking doors in an elderly people's housing area at 7 p.m. and police asking us for our IDs only to pull out my temple recommend for identification. Yasmina, serving at the London Temple Visitor Center was amazing. I was able to see people getting their testimony sitting in front of the Christus. Jamison, baptizing my convert Pamela. Paul, my companion and I were going through some lists of street contacts one day, following up on them. We found one that was quite a ways away, so we didn't go. Then it turned up on 2 more lists we were looking at, so we went. He got baptized. Udom, God does hear and answer the prayer of faith. Mark, knocking on less active members' doors and hearing them say that they had been praying we would come over. Alan, I was led to the homes of many individuals that needed and wanted the gospel. Time for Kirsty. My trainer was a beautiful girl inside and out, still the sweetest person I've known. She used to sing to everybody. I was quite cynical about it at first. I half expected us to get stabbed in London as people rejected our message. Then my companion would sing I am a child of God to them. She proved me wrong, though. She believed in the power of the songs she sang, and we ended up singing to everybody. Buses full of people would join into How Great Thou Art. One day a lady said she didn't have time for our message and pointed to her daughter. Her daughter was in a wheelchair, one with the headrest to protect her head as her body shook about quite a bit. My companion asked if we could sing for her. We sat down with her and sang I am a child of God. The girl sat still with tears in her eyes. The mum cried too. The spirit was so strong. Another one was a lady getting baptized, didn't mention until literally the last minute she was scared of the water. She got quite upset, unable to get in the water. One of the members was a swimming teacher and tried to help her. Nothing was working, and there was no way she would get in, and was really upset. We asked for her to have a blessing, and immediately she was calm and walked straight in and put her head under and got baptized. It sounds like just a regular story, but if you could have seen how scared and upset she was, then felt the Spirit so strong, it was an amazing thing to witness and experience. Travis, tons, bro. I gave a blessing to a recent convert who was having trouble with her faith, and it was a powerful experience. Adam, too many to write here, but I was named in a patriarchal blessing of a less active member that I would help baptize her husband. He's baptized, helped organize a new branch, and he became a member of the branch presidency there. Also studying and praying with companions and brothers, and just being overwhelmed with love and camaraderie is something I'll never forget. Carly, my greatest spiritual experience came in helping a woman understand that God is her loving Father in heaven and that she is his daughter. She wasn't baptized, but I remained close with her and hopeful for her spiritual future. Msigwa, baptizing a lady in her 60s who was found while in the process of committing suicide at her home. Being approached by a golden investigator, finding him while out knocking on doors, and telling us that he had been looking for us for a while before we found him. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed some of those stories. If you are a returned missionary from the London South Mission and you're willing to share your experiences and insights, you can go to preparetoserve.com/survey, and we'd love for you to include your insights and stories there. Also, if you're willing to be video interviewed about your mission, we'd love to interview you. We do the interviews in Utah. They last about an hour. You can just message the Prepare to Serve website or YouTube channel or Facebook page. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. Have a good one. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.